Good morning. Well, maybe it's not morning for you right now, but welcome to DK Boljat. I'm glad you're here. I have a little, as you can see, I have a mummified little hummingbird here. He's been, that sounded pretty creepy, but he's been covered with tape to protect him. I'm gonna paint some oil paint over him. He'll be safe. That's what it is keeping him safe. On my palette today, this is a paper palette that I get from, the art store. It's usually Blick or Jerry's. Anyway, I'm using Gamblin today, and this is olive green. This is sap green, burnt umber. So to start with, I'm going to use some cool white, titanium white, and a little tiny bit of phthalo blue. I don't even need that much. I could have just touched it on there. I got that, and my brush is going to be a nice big 1-inch brush, which will be fun to clean with oil paint on it. That's okay. I'll use oil to clean it off. I use Daniel Smith walnut oil to clean it off. Some of it, so the white that I'm using is fast matte, and I have more of it. This one's fast dry titanium white, and there is more of it, and I'm going to need more of it. So I don't want to get rid of all the red that's behind there. I want to still be able to see that. So I'm going to just take it slow here and put some on here and paint it. So I just put more white on my palette. You always need more white. I'm glad you're here with me. I woke up really early this morning and I knew I needed to paint. So here I am. I love doing hummingbirds. Love painting hummingbirds. Okay, so I've got the plain, this is titanium white. I've grabbed a little bit of the cool white, and I'm gonna add a tiny bit of phthalo blue. I don't want much. This color is gonna take over everything, so I don't want it to. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it in. I don't want it to be too dark. That's fine. Yeah. Again, oil paint will dry the same as the color you put on there. I'll go across the top. Scoot you guys out of the way. I do have a brush holder, but I am putting them on the table in case I need them for this video. Let's get a little bit more blue, because that's a little bit white. Just a tiny bit more phthalo. I love painting with oil, and there's multiple reasons, but the main one is it is so easy to blend. It makes it super easy to blend whatever you're trying to blend. This oil's going right over that acrylic that I had on there. So some of it's going to show through. The color of blue I had on there will show through just fine. You know what? I just realized, this is funny. I just realized I didn't have my, hang on just a second. Let me get my, oh well, I'll just talk louder. I don't have my microphone on. So hopefully that's okay. I was gonna go grab it, but yeah, I'm gonna keep painting. Hopefully it's all right. I'll just keep talking. I'll talk louder. There we go. Hello. Okay, and a little bit of cool white. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna get more of it. There it is. It's kind of a blue, green, white. Put that over there and get that ready for the sky. And my little hummingbird's protected. What I want to do when I'm painting on the hummingbird is paint from the tape out. And I will do that when I get there. There we go. Grab me a little bit more phthalo. I'm going to move these to you. Here we go. We'll get it all organized. It'll happen. I had the microphone sitting on the counter. Well, that's what you get. I was in a hurry to paint. All right. I've got more cool white, phthalo white, and a little bit of cool white, titanium white, and phthalo blue. Okay, we're gonna keep going. A little bit bright, we're gonna go darker. More phthalo. We want the darker at the top. Darker. We want more pigment at the top. A little bit more white. I like using the paper palettes because there's no commitment. I can just paint and toss it. I usually toss it in a bag with, because if I'm using medium, I toss it in a bag with a little bit of water. Keep it from doing anything. There we go. Okay, so I got the blue. I'm gonna go right back over that. It's just a bit white, but it blends so easy. It's like butter. There we go. It's good. Grabbing that blue, and then a bit of the white. Going right over what I had here. Now this phthalo blue is a different phthalo blue than my acrylic phthalo blue, but that's okay. And the cool part about this is it's gonna push the, I'll make it look like it's a foggy day, but it's gonna push back the tree. Let me get the hummingbird done. We'll get him. It's gonna go from hummingbird out. I'm tapping down onto the tape and painting out. I'll paint that branch again, it's fine. It's all good. We're still gonna see the faint red in the background. That's what we want. The brush I'm using is a 1-inch brush. Back into white, more phthalo blue. I want to make sure this one that's going on now is going to be lighter than what I had on previously, because that's what it would be. That's the illusion you get looking in the horizon. You're going to see lighter at the where it meets the horizon, where it meets the ground, and darker in the sky. It's an optical illusion, but if you can get that in your paintings, it actually helps. Make it more believable. There we go. Okay, I'll go around the sides as well. Got that on there. That's the blue and white. And then I can wipe it off of the tree as well. I'm looking to see, there is some red showing through in places. What I'm looking to see is, did I pretty much cover it? I think I did. Keep you covered up, little buddy. You're gonna be fine. Get a little bit over here too. There we are. If you can't hear me very well, just turn up your closed or turn on the closed captioning. Turn it up. Yeah, because that will be how you're gonna. I don't know. I always use closed captioning. I find it easier to hear what the person's saying if I'm reading it as well. Okay, I think that's good. I'm getting there's little extra doodads on here. I got a hair. A hair's coming off. That's probably one of Watson's. There we go. Get that all off. And then I'm going to get the side. I have to wipe that off on a paper towel. Get the side. Alright, got more paint here. Paint on around the side. You can really see the red there. Get that off of there. There we go. I mean, not get it off, but you know, get it. Sky color. It doesn't make your eye focus on that. Let's go over here. Get this one on the bottom. Sky color's going on. Because he's up in the air. He's hanging out up there. A little bit of red. Okay, almost. If I had more paint on my brush, it wouldn't take as long. The fingerprint there. Okay, got some more on that side. Yes, we're gonna put a little bit more white on that. Still got the phthalo blue. Come on, I'll hold you right here. Okay, so loaded. Gotta pick this up. You can see a little bit of red right there. I don't have to make all the red go away. I'll get it on the side here. Get the side of it. Let's get this off of there. I see a little. Okay, now that I'm really noticing it, I see little hairs and things. I'm pulling off a hair. There we go, cat hair. All right, he's worth it. Okay, I'm gonna paint this other side. Just hold it and then I'll paint that front again. It's okay if you have if your acrylic is showing through, it's okay. Sometimes that's the idea, right? I'm just holding it down to get that side. There we go. Anything that my hand was on, I'm gonna move that. And then I wanna set this over here. And we're gonna pull some off on the tree. There we go. I think it's pretty much covered. And I'm gonna take and pull a little bit off on the tree. You know what I didn't bring out is medium. Okay, so it's fine. I'm gonna need to grab medium because I could just pull it with a Q-tip. Let me try that. Pulling off some of the Q-tip's hair and gonna go right here and pick it up. See what happens here. Yeah, there we go. I don't have to, I can paint over it as well. A little bit on the tree, because I want to have the tree come out. I want to be able to see the red in the tree, some of it. I'm just using a Q-tip and rubbing off the paint here. This tree needs to be blurry anyway. This is going to work with it, and I mean I need to be able to blend the green with the blue. New Q-tip. There we are. Yeah. It gets to the point, like, I don't know if you're painting with me. If you are, that's great. If you're not, that's great too. I was gonna say, got to the point. I started painting in 2004 and I did acrylics to start with. And you know what? You can do the same technique that you do with oil with acrylics, except the blending is not as it's not as easy to do. So I'm gonna turn down the volume here. Let's see. There we go. That one got a little loud. Yeah, that tree's looking really good. So I didn't even have my reference photo here. Yeah, okay, it's fine. What do I have? I have canvas and I have oil paint right here, and I'm enjoying the process. I'm taking a Q-tip and removing some of the paint on this little branch. It will come back. I'll put it back in there. It's not going to be that noticeable. Make sure it doesn't have like a track of it. It kind of does. Yeah, we'll paint over it with oil. It's fine. Okay. A little bit more on the tree. We'll take a little bit more off. And then yes, I'm gonna start painting in on it. So we would need a fan brush. I've got, what is this, a 10 or 20? Or 10-0. It's a 10-0 Princeton Velvet Touch. And I'm gonna load this with the green. Let's get this over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna get a little bit of the sap green and also some of the olive green. There we are. And I know the tree has a little bit of yellow ochre. I don't have that on the palette right now. It's okay, I can get it later. I'm gonna put in some of that tree. Just touching this onto there. And it's gonna immediately pick it up. It's fine. This paint that was on here was pretty thick, so this paint sticks pretty well. Yep, there we are. Continue, just tapping. The branches here on the trees, I live in Oregon, and the trees, branches go up, kind of like they're going up, you know. But also down, like some of them, the fir trees, the branches will go down, will point down. Your tree is gonna look like your tree. This tree in the picture, the reference photo, it is going up. I'm gonna blend this as well. We have plenty of time to blend this. This is oil, so it'll take, you know, you can take your time blending it. You can come back tomorrow and still blend it, because I don't think the sap green is a fast matte. So it's not gonna dry fast. Okay. Come in here and blend it a little bit. We want this not to be vivid. I'm just tapping over what I just put on there. I'm gonna make it a blurry tree. It's off in the background. I mean, otherwise this is a giant hummingbird. We don't want that. Don't want to scare anybody. I'm just blending. And now I can blend with a bigger brush too. I think I'll get a 1-inch brush and start blending as well. I'm gonna set this down and get a bigger brush. Lay it right there. I could do, okay, so this one's not a 1-inch brush. This is a Trekell number 2 Spectrum. I'm just gonna come in here and start moving this paint around. And if I need to bring back the red, I can just use a Q-tip. It's gonna be there underneath all the layers. Wipe that off. This one's a nice brush, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna come in here and blend you a little bit. I need to make sure I don't get that green into the blue. I wanna just go right on the blue and move it around. Get a different one. This one's now got green on it. I have a little piece of fuzz right here. We'll move you right over there. There we are. Okay. I'll keep going. Yep, we got some green on that now. I'm gonna have some brushes to clean, huh? That's fine. All right. I'm just grabbing 1-inch brushes that I have out of my brush holder. I invented a brush holder. I have it on my website if you're interested. It organizes your brushes where you can put them in the right spot and you will be able to easily find them. Let me see if I can move that a little bit. Move the paint off of there. So I've got the blue brush that I used before. Got a little bit green on here. Just gonna bring back the sky. There we are. But yeah, I'm really glad you're here with me, and I will remember my microphone next time. Okay, I've got another 1-inch brush. So I've used 3 to blend so far. I just don't want to put the blue, see that green on there and the blue and the sky? I don't want to put green out here. If I can help that, I want to make sure I don't do that. Okay, another one. And they're easy to clean with oil. And I can come in here and put dark where I need to put dark on the tree. We're getting that pretty blurry. It's going to be off in the distance. Our focal point's going to be this little hummingbird. There we are. Okay, enough. I don't want to blend any more green in there. So I've got a little, that was a lot of 1-inch brushes. That's okay. I don't keep a count. This is a round. Number 6. Coming in here and doing some detail blending. Just pushing paint around, huh? Yeah, pushing paint around. I have to wear gloves. The oil paint is contagious. It will get everywhere. You are not gonna, you'll get it on the back of somebody's, you'll get it on the back of somebody's shirt, you'll get it everywhere. So I have to wear gloves and stay here. It's like glitter. Glitter, you have to lay out a mat and vacuum after you're done and wear gloves. Yeah, and not go around and do something else. So, okay, that one's got green in it. We're gonna put it over there. And I'm gonna put in some dark green in places. So I can see some red in here and I can bring back some of the red with a Q-tip. Q-tip's gonna take off the paint. That will just bring back some of that reddish brown in the tree and bring you back to the acrylic underneath it. There we go. That's pretty good. I think maybe a little bit over here. And I can put in some brown. I don't want it to be detailed, okay? So if I'm gonna put in brown, I'm gonna have to blend it. Gonna get the chunk of paint right there, off of there. There we are. I'm just noticing it. If it dries on there, then you're gonna have to take it off with a knife. It's fine. We'll just work with it as it happens. I've got a knife. I've got a knife and I've got burnt umber here on the palette. A little. I don't need a lot. And we're not going to see on this tree, we're not going to see a solid tree trunk all the way up, especially when it's far away and we're trying to blend it. So I'm just going to put a little bit on here. I don't need it to be a lot. I'm going to give a suggestion of a tree trunk, huh? I will go over that. Okay, and okay, blend a little bit more. I'm gonna use one of the blenders I've already used. Back here. It's a little bit thicker than what I thought, so I can fix it. It's kind of a crooked trunk too, isn't it? That's okay. I don't have to be perfectionistic, it's all right. It's a trunk, what are you gonna do, huh? Use a Q-tip. There goes some of it. There. We just want a suggestion of it. We don't need a whole trunk. Alright, now I'm ready to put in some dark green as well. And I might put a little bit of brown at the top. A little bit here and there. There we go. That was a round brush. Oh, there we go. Okay, I've got a little bit of dark green here. It's just the olive green mixed with sap green oil paint. I'm gonna put in some shadow. The whole thing's not gonna be shadow. That would kind of defeat the purpose. So I'll put in a little bit. That's probably good enough, and I need to blend it a little bit. Put you right there. You can see I'm just trying to use every brush in the folder, I think. Oh, that would be a lot of brushes. And it's okay. I don't have a limit. Okay. Blending. Just gonna blend. And that's just touching it. I'm just touching it with this brush. The oil paint's blending. It's doing all the work for me. I'm just touching it. Two colors are wet, so they're blending together. Almost. Get that little dark area here. And then I use Q-tip if I have to remove any. I don't know if I need to, but I'm gonna get a brush that will blend the colors. I think I've got my sky brush right here. It's got green on it already, so I gotta start at the tree and pull towards the tree. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I need to do the big reveal with the hummingbird, huh? Take him apart, or not take him apart, sorry, Betty, but we'll just come in here and remove your tape. Just gonna grab it. It's just painter's tape. Yeah, you're safe underneath there. You know what would be really good is tweezers. I had tweezers. And there's so many little pieces of tape. Reach over here with the Q-tips. I'm so glad you joined me today. Next video, I will have a microphone and I will start painting on this little guy. Look at him, isn't he cute? Voila, there he is. So I can put in the, before I finish this video, I can start putting in some of the branch in the foreground with that burnt umber, the same burnt umber I was using in the tree. Start right in the corner here. Gotta load it so that it's not going to be my brush. There we go. Just gotta make it so the hairs aren't sticking out. Yeah, the rest of it I'm gonna have to wait till next time because I'm gonna use medium as well with the brown, and then I'll make it easier to do that branch. So join me in the next video. Thank you for being here with me today, and God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.